So glad you're joining me. I want to start the way we always do, connecting into the breath, finding a depth, a fullness, and a roundness with each passing inhale and exhale.
So let's get started. We'll take a wide parallel second position, really settling into our feet, and take a good inhale as we stretch back, curving the upper back forward and circling the arms around. Reach the arms straight up ahead and then drag the space down as you soften the upper back and curve forward. Grow into the V, and then as you press the arms down, we're falling to the side and letting the weight of the head carry the torso around in a full circle. When you find center, take a nice deep inhale in to restart. Arms send back, chest open, curve forward, circle the shoulders, reaching up, pulling down, nice wide back here, stretching into the V. Press the air down as you fall sideways. Nice gentle torso circling around and back to the center to come upright. Playing in a slight variation here to just deepen everything and get the legs involved, widening across the front, softening the knees as you curve the spine forward, huge shoulder roll to reach up high and then drag the space down into a good overhang position here, softening the ribs as we curve the head down farther and then weight of the head carries you all the way down. A deep plie, find a flat back, and then sequencing up through the spine as you open the arms. Take a deep side bend and then reaching in opposition so hips are moving away from the arm that's reaching out. Press the air down to come back to neutral. Go through the whole sequence on the other side, just as it was. With each pass through of the sequence, finding a deepening of your breath, a little bit more softness through the spine, letting the chest open through the arms, good curves, nice long reaches. After we do all of that, we're going to roll down, find a plank, roll into child's pose a bit, and then come back up to standing to finish. Moving into our feet preparation, working through parallel. First, lift the elbows as you half press, plie, open and down. So elbows come forward, move to the side as you plie, stretch wide and stand. Lift the heel, plie, turn out, drop the heel, chasse forward, stretching into your twist. Keep the twist as you drag the foot back in, lifting and close. Tendu to the front and close, plie, stand, half press through the toes, extend, forced arch, then lift everything up, and then the weight of the head carries you forward as you lunge, stand, in, plie, shift and stand, tendu, and close, tendu and tendu, send it back, and in, plie, tendu, half press, and up, forced arch, close the arm, lift as you tendu, falling back, upright, in, plie, shift and stand, tendu, and close, send it back, and back. Now pivot the hips to face side, in, plie, same sequence, half, full and forced arch, arms up, fall side and stand, in, plie, shift the weight, tendu and close, send it out and out. We shift the weight, moving through the feet, sequencing, send it out to a V, send it out to a V, and then just an easy walk around the corner, feeling that transfer of weight, one foot to the next. Come to parallel, take a plie, and a little rise and drop the heels. Do everything on the other side. Yep, and so this here, shifting forward, this is 1 and 2 and 3, stretch 4, plie 5, bring it in 6, and then it's 7 and 8. All the tendus, starting forward on the opposite side. Really thinking about the weight of your head as you carry yourself into those lunges. And that continuation of energy from the front tendu to the back. All of these giving a nice wrap, really sending energy out the fingers into the V, so you get a full body experience. You're sending energy down into the floor and out through your fingers. Finding that weight shift. Come to turned out first and a little rise. We do the whole thing turned out, but the arms are going to come up from the side and then forward and open to the front. Yeah, and all of that little sequencing thing you go through parallel, same twisting. The twist will be to downstage. All of the shifts of weight here at the end, you can do turned out or parallel, whatever feels better for you. Close the arms, 4 stars. moving into pliés. I've been doing a lot of Cunningham classes, and I've been finding a little bit of inspiration, so you might see that in this first position, pliés. So finding a nice stance here, demi-wide, and then turn parallel, letting the abdominals engage, and nice softening through the spine to just come to neutral, and then reaching back into the arch, finding a deep plie as you flat back and reach forward, and then a contraction folds the spine, come upright, turn out and contract all in one fell swoop. We rise on one. We shift the weight as we send the arms into this S-curve position, energizing to the center on 4, and then a full grand plie, 6, 7, to second position. We take 2 demis. We're going to grow the arms continuously, rising up and then up and over as we grand plie. Press the arms down by 8. Pressing down, and then we're reaching side into this long V position. Yep. So you're just taking that V and tilting it to the side. And then as you contract, swiping across your back, dragging the elbows forward, diving through the space in front of you. And then a nice curve around, bringing the arms through the 5th position. 2 demis with oppositional spiral. 1 grand plie, continuing that oppositional spiral, or releve, reversing that spiral. Wrap the back arm forward, and then burst through as you take a little cambre back. Let's remove that forward moving leg. Let's just keep it in 5th position, and then we can return back to 1st, and then 2 demis. Big arch back, flat back. Contract, yeah, so we're taking it, really thinking center of the body, drags and hangs the head, come upright, contract. Rising, feeling that shift of weight, sending the hips a little askew, and then bringing it back to center for the grand plie. You've got your 2 demis, continuously growing, 7, press 8, side reaches. Nice swipe the back contraction, and then step through with your downstage leg as you part the C's in front of you into that curving 5th position. 2 demi then spirals, grand plie releve, wrap the arm, and then burst through. Come back to 1st position. So let's get our backs moving just a little bit more so that I can introduce some ideas that we're going to tackle a little later in a more faster driving back exercise. The arms swing up and over, find your contraction, into the twist, nice deep curving swat, send it wide into your V, twisting, pulling down to the floor in a deep lunge, pressing through the twist up stage, back to the contraction, and just stand. So swing, curve, twisting open, and swat. Down into the lunge, down into the deep lunge, yeah? So keeping the back knee on the floor, it's parallel, the front leg is turned out slightly, you're contracting, lifting the belly away from the thigh, and then we keep the hips as low as we can as we press through and twist up stage. The contraction is what carries that elbow across to the front, and stand up.
Good, juicy spines. Here we go. Big circle, contract, keep your focus forward, open, contract, release, contract, release, contract, stand, last time, contract, open twist, contract, twist, hold. Got my heart rate going, I love that.
With hope, your backs are feeling much more mobile and warm here, and we can get into some tendus and dégagés from a fit position. So start on a slight angle here. You can have your right or left foot forward, whatever is more comfortable for you. So we send it to the front, and finding a little bit of an oppositional spiral as we tendu. Keeping the arms curved. And then a little plie, take it side, half round de jambe, close 4 times, the last one to fifth, then back, plie, take it side, close, and a close, and a close, and a fifth. So then we're going to tendu to the front, flex and plie, tendu, and as you send it back, change the twist of the torso to flex, and then we brush forward 5, plie 6, change your front 7, close on 8. We're going to do the whole thing, keeping the foot on the floor, taking it side, close and a 6 and a 7 and a 8, tendu, 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6 and a 7 and a 8, send it forward 2, flex, 5, change 7, flex 1, point 3, and a 5, 6, 7, 8. As a little transition between, we lift to passe, we tendu side and flex and point and close, opposite tendu. One more opposite tendu, reach, soften as you step across, and then take a little back suten, swinging around to the opposite fifth. We do the whole sequence, all dégagés. Take it side, close and a close and a close. Really taking the time to feel your weight shift from 1 to 2 legs. Here, keeping the foot off the floor. Same idea of that spiral against the working leg. Passe, tendu, take it off the floor if you like. One more big reach out, stepping across, and then letting come up and around as we settle back into fifth position.
Easy stance, nice wide shoulders just hanging off. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Send it forward and flex. And 3, keep growing, flex, and back, and tendu, change your front. Speed, wood.
Moving into a much more physically driving back exercise, so thinking about coordinating everything we've been talking about so far, thinking about the initiations, where that's coming from, thinking about how you're relating to the space in front of you and around you. We're going to drive forward, sending the pelvis, taking the whole body forward. Huge circle of the arms into a deep contraction. So using that extra count that you get here to deepen even more. So it goes, and a 1, deepen 2, twist under the arm 3. So I'm shifting, keeping my pelvis square to the front, twisting the torso. And then I'm going to drag that right arm deep into a contraction and take my leg with me up into passe to shift and land. Yeah, I send it across. Deep contraction across the upper back, lower back, pelvis, all engaged. So circle under, deepen, and twist, lift the knee, passe, lunge, drive across, contract. Send the leg forward, lift, and land on the floor by 8. So across 8, this is 3, 4, this is 5, 6, 7, land 8. Come up 1, 2, down 3, 4. Rolling down stage 5, 6, 7. I'm going to gather the space around the 8 and then 3 contractions. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so deepen with each one. Let your head move forward. You don't have to keep your focus forward. And then I'm going to step back with my upstage foot to twist around to the upstage as well. 5, 6, 7, 8. Up 1, 2, down 3, 4, roll 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, deepen 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hip turn 1, 2, 3, 4. Hip counts. Then let it swing up into a parallel passe, wrapping the foot up over the knee. Take 2 steps, then drive downstage arm and leg, both dart forward, and then swing around to that back seat knee that we kind of visited in the Tendus and dégagés, and you just run around to start everything again. 1, 2, this is 3, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, across 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, swing, 6, 7, land 8, up, take a breath, land 3, roll 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, hip turn, 2, 3, 4, up 5, 7, 8, drive forward and around, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm thinking that when I do it, I'm actually going to face the other way so you can follow me as if I'm leading in the front of a studio. Time for some Jambs, keeping it super, super simple, giving you a chance to really settle back into the floor, into your breath, connecting into that energy that travels through your legs, up your spine. So starting in a nice fifth position, we round and curve the spine forward and then expand the chest through the arms as we move back twice. And then 4 simple rond de jambs, keeping the arms wide, feeling that energy traveling across your upper back. Then we send the leg up, and then attitude and soften the torso, find vertical again, draw it into a nice wide passe. Take the leg développé side, and then fall off it, little waltz step here to step back into fifth position on the other side. Repeat everything, and open and through, and open 4 rond de jambs, 6, 7, 8. Send it out, soften and bend the front leg. Stretch it up long, so sending energy down into that standing leg, travel up the spine, out the head. Keep it long as you bring the passe in. Easy breath as we travel into that waltz. Now we're going to take a few little walk here. So we're traveling under the arm, little cicchetti, 3 and 4, opposite, 5 and 6, 7. Yeah, so just draw the back leg in to close 8. You can do a little releve if you want. I probably won't. Who knows? So then we do the whole thing to the back, starting with your right leg back. Everything is the same. Waltz, opposite leg moves through the sequence, same thing. With each pass through, we want to find a deepening, finding more breath, more energy. The walks, obviously, we're going to reverse, moving backwards through space, same pattern of rhythm, 1, 2, 3, and a 4, 5 and a 6, 7, 8. At the end, let's find a nice balance in fifth, carried into a passe, both legs, and stand and finish. Let's do some Battements. So starting in a nice deep lunge position, finding a scoop of the arms, 2 brushes forward and then little steps in between, 2, 3, 4, and send it side. And then pull into the passe, little contraction to change, out, out, pull, travel cross, swing it back, attitude position and a curved arm forward. And then repeat that long leg, long arm reaching. Find that oppositional stretch. And then a tilt with a flexed footed attitude side. And then let the arms curve as you take another Battement tilting sideways. And we're back at the beginning. Nothing fancy, keeping it simple. So here we are. Let's get into a first position for PT Allegro. We plie and rise, land, 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 jump second and rise to your V. Yeah, so plie, rise, 3 jumps in first, 1 out to second and then rise. 2 jumps as you lower the arms and then they swing up and over to this coupe hop to the side. So 1 and a 2, 3, 4, quick step and 5, assemble, 7, 8. Yeah, so we're just doing a little backward assemble into 5th position, playing with the rhythm in there. Yeah, a 5, 6, and a 7, 8. So we start some little hop turns, getting down into our plie. Top arm is a V, bottom is a scoop with a nice soft elbow, a la Brandenburg's, round and round and round. As many times as you want to fit in. We're stepping across on 5, and a big turned out pas de chat on 7. And then a skip, throwing the arm over into a parallel passe on 1. You have 2 Brandenburg skip, and they go 2, 3, 4, 5, sweep the legs 6 and 7, saute on 8 to run around. Let's go through those counts one more time here. Yeah, tricky counts, I always like doing that. So hop, 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 5, 6, 7, 8, throw 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it's kind of quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the leg sweep, and then a saute on 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. Run around the corner 2, 3, 4, and then a quick up to rise and releve in first position to start again. 3 and a 4 and a 5, 6 and a 7, 8 down 1. 2 up and over, 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8, down and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, throw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, arrive, 6, 7, 8.
I want to break free.
Let's finish out class today with a nice dark Adagio, giving us the opportunity to really get into the back movement, find our weight, grounding into our pelvis, thinking about the way in which we move our body and the way we relate to the space around us. I'm not going to give you any counts, you're just going to move as a seemingly slighter in stature dancer, I was always trying to challenge myself by imagining my body weighed a little bit more than it actually did, like adding 50 pounds to my stance so that I had a sense of real weight and gravity pressing down on the movement, so that these simple, oozier shapes had a new resonance, a really dark, heavy quality. So starting in this wide parallel second, we're going to drag the leg across, and it's the contraction that's really pulling it through. Arm comes up and over and presses down as the heel presses down. So that energy of just pushing space down, both with your heel and your hand. I send my downstage arm and leg across, as we've done a couple times. Take it, swing it around, and let it continue into this doorway pushing, or like taking the air and driving it forward as you swing into a back attitude turn. I finish that, and I'm thinking of my torso pulling my arm across into this scooping reach. Let's go back to the beginning. So we talk that through. Drag the thigh across, opening the door, pressing down, sending leg and arm forward, swinging it up and over, and continuing into that push low attitude turn. Drag the arm across at the end. So thinking torso, sequence, 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 pull it. From that place, I want to continue reaching my arm and then drag my leg across into this deep contraction. Yeah, so it's deep, deep, low, elbows are pulling, and then 2 inhale, exhale contractions as my arms open and close. So you're really having a sense of breath in there. Let me pull out a splinter. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, so you've got that arm reaching across, my abdominals engage, pulling away from that stationary hand, resisting into that deep, low, twisted contraction. Breathing, inhale, exhale. I start lifting my downstage leg into a passe as I curl my fingertips to the shoulders and then widen the elbows as it opens into a turned out passe. Send it back behind you into a promenade. Airplane arms, and then twist and reach back in a deep lunge. So you want all of that to ooze together. So you pull down, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Stay low, lift the leg, turn out the elbows. Reaching, 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 flying, and then twist and reach back behind you as much as you can. So we're going to do a little windmill arm. So we lead with the top arm, other comes up and over, and the elbow pulls down as we send the back leg into attitude. A little syzygy moment there. Yeah, so I'm reaching back as low as I can, and then I swing up and over, trying to stay balanced on that standing leg. Yeah, let's review again. So we pull across, open wide, dive the arm and leg forward and swing it around, smooth sailing, pushing the space in front of us as it curves. Drag the arm across, deep contraction, low and twist, inhale, exhale, passe, twist it open, wide flying arms, deep lunge back on the diagonal, up and over, elbow pulls down. So I'm going to go under that elbow as it lifts. So I'm peering through, kind of peeking underneath my arm as I step out into a parallel lunge position. Then I take my leg, knee goes behind the foot, and then the opposite knee goes behind the knee, and I have these little jerky sort of head roll contraction thing. Don't fall over like I did. Yeah, so under the arm, knee, knee, da, da, dee. So it's like 3 little impulses. Using my downstage leg, I go into the skitter, dragging my fingers around the space. So a little half circle. Leg goes around, and I go right arm, left arm. Yeah, so right arm, left arm, open the palms, exposing the hands. Leg is flexed, and that continues right into a back promenade as I grow my arms into a high-reaching flexed fist wrist. Flexed hand wrist. Yes, I'm up and over, I peer under the arm, so creeping, down low, low, torso, deep, da, da, Skitter, dragging your fingers as if against like a textured concrete wall. You're just dragging, you feel that texture against your fingertips. So you drag, 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 skitter, and then arm, arm, leg. There is a sense of contraction all the time. The abdominals are engaged, and then I grow, reaching high, getting long, step across, and then I'm going to do a little whip turn with my arm. So up arm, that version was incorrect. Let me show you that again. Hold up for a second. Yeah, that one's not right either. So from that V, step across, I'm going to do whip turn. One arm, one arm, one arm, one arm, one arm up and over. Deep contraction with a back attitude. Yeah, so let it swing. Swing. Just, I will get it right at some point. Swing. Swing. Up and over. Contraction pulls you down, and then you're going to burst through, as we did sort of earlier in the pliés. So finding that burst through, and then we're just stepping back to find the opening position. Let's mark it once more to the opposite side. Opening, reach across, up and around, down low. Good. Drag the arm across, into the contraction. Twist, twist, twist. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Lift to the passe, turn out. Reaching back into the lunge, up and over, elbow down, and then underneath the elbow, knee drops, whoa, and then side, back, side, into your skitter, small circle around. Find a little contraction as the leg and the arms open, promenade, and then step across, big sweeping action, one arm, one arm, one arm, one arm, deep contraction, low, 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 bursting through, so as low as you possibly can get, so that burst really has somewhere to explode out of. I invite you to use this whole phrase to really think about engaging your focus, like really seeing the space that you're in, opening up, finding a weighted, grounded quality in the dancing, and then using your eyes, taking in your space, looking, registering, seeing things. Maybe it's internal, maybe it's out, maybe you're seeing your microwave or whatever is in your room. Engage with your eyes and let that affect the way you move through space, really letting the focus affect the movement.
if anything you walk away from with these classes is just giving your body and the movement you're dancing a little bit more sense of breath and weight. That's the biggest thing. Finding those, especially when we're in small spaces, feeling like we can expand beyond the walls in which we're contained is always a lovely thing. Just for your info, next week will be the 10th virtual tailor style class, and it'll be the last for this series. So I invite you to join me for that last class next week, and then go back to the beginning, and you've got 10 classes to do all again, revisiting these ideas again and again. They'll always be there. I will never take them away. As long as YouTube leaves them, they're there. So enjoy them. Thanks. Be well. Take care of each other. Take care of yourself. And I'll see you again soon.